Men are done with nightlife and women are mad. This should be interesting. This should be real interesting. By Danica Marie Dope Discussions. Let's check this out.
Not too long ago, we had a dope discussion addressing this very issue. And this very issue is how a lot of men are just done with nightlife. Many men have come to the conclusion.
I want to preface and say, look, I have a very biased perspective, flat out. Like, I've never been a fan of the nightlife outside of like the networking stuff, but like clubs, upbeat bars, never been my thing.
Of it is absolutely pointless of working so hard and working so many hours just to take all of your hard-earned money and blowing it on females who, for one, are not even going to be grateful about you blowing your money on them, for two, are not even interested in you, and for three, are not even your woman.
Hey, she ain't wrong. Cause I definitely be thinking the same thing. I've never understood that. I've never understood that. And then they be taxing. You can go and spend $80 on a bottle. You feel me? Or you can go in a club and buy a bottle for a section and spend $300 on that same bottle. Why? Why? Make it make sense. Like, to me, it just sounds financially irresponsible. Why would I pay more to get the exact same thing?
And so more and more situations are arising to where it is showcasing that being an actual fact, and women are big mad about it. Okay, now shout out to this channel by the name of Ty Boogie Podcast. I was recommended a video from him, and with me having a previous dope discussion kind of talking about this, it piqued my interest. And boy, oh boy, when I clicked on this video and I watched it, I couldn't believe my eyes. I couldn't believe how many young men out there were like, yeah, I'm
Hey, W Frodo. I love the natural look on a woman.
good. Even in that video, it was a clip that he inserted that talked about how men are not interested in going out as much as the women are anymore.
Can I just say really briefly? I mean, hasn't like men's most of the time when it comes to single men, like we go out with the intention of being around a certain type of person. You feel me? Like men go out to go mingle. You feel me? Unless you in a relationship and whoop whoop, you hang with the boys. I get that. But outside of that, usually if there's a bunch of niggas going to the club, it's like we try and scope out our options. You feel me? Like we go there for the woman. I mean that's. I'll dive into that in a different time.
And the man in the comments even said, I gotta pay to get in, pay for drinks, pay for food, gas, parking, and the girls don't even be single for real.
Hey, that's borderline what I was gonna say, and I stopped myself because, bruh, men are the spenders when it comes to the club, right? Women are the attraction. It sounds fucked up. I know. I don't mean to objectify women, but what I'm saying is, men, we gotta pay to get in. Women, it's always like women free before this time. Why are they doing that? To incentivize you to get in and be there. And be there before a lot of guys are showing up. Because a lot of guys are going to pull up and be like, yo, this is sausage fest. Where the legs at? They not going to stay. They need a reason to spend that money, right?
And I have to get up in the morning. You can keep it. And so many men feel the same way. Like, why am I working so hard, busting my behind just to give my money away? No, I'll take my money, save my
Spitting.
money. Hell, I can have a great time at home. And
Hey, I've been saying that for years. Okay, hey, it used to be this time back in Baltimore. I would go with my friends. We go to hookah lounge. I remember the first time I went to the hookah lounge. I was like, "Yo, this is a vibe." I used to smoke hookah crazy. Now I don't touch tobacco. Back then, yeah. But you know what? When I enjoyed that, I was like, "Yo, I would love to recreate this experience at home," because I would save so much money. So what did I do? I went to the nearest hookah store, smoke shop, bought me a hookah. I learned how to make that shit. I bought some LED lights. I bought a sound bar and recreated the same exact experience at home. Like
I said, you all, a lot of the women are mad about this. Y'all like the
I ain't
video,
never
share the
understand that
video,
shit.
and subscribe. And let's get into this, all right? Because let's just say the ladies that are a part of the nightlife scene are feeling the effects of men staying at home. Run the clip.
Least favorite people in the club are the motherfuckers who come in and they are decked out and be having 10K, 5K, whatever in their pocket, already paid 1,000 or maybe a couple thousand for the section, already spent 1,000, maybe a couple thousand in the club. And then when you ask them to tip their waitress, they get a little shaking in their boots. They get a little weird. And I'm just sitting there like, I already clocked your pockets. Like, normally I believe in staying out of people's pockets, but when you come into my work where I'm trying to make money and I make money off of you tipping me, oh, babes, I already done clocked your pockets tenfold.
What? How you clocking my pockets? Like, I didn't pay to be there. You just said I spent money to get in. I spent money for everything throughout my experience. But now because I don't want to tip you extra, I'm broke. Make that make sense. She do look good, but like I never understand.
I done clocked your pockets a couple times. I done clocked every piece of jewelry on you. I done clocked your pockets. I done already mentally in my head and calculating your monthly expenses. Okay, you come in and you physically have the money, but the mentality is broke. I'd be a little confused.
You're gonna call guys broke, but they spending thousands in the club, giving you a
Hey, how the fact that she said calculating monthly expenses. You're calculating my monthly expenses because I didn't want to tip you extra. What? Make that make sense. What if I'm just financially responsible? How about that? Huh?
tip is optional. And let's be honest,
Or is that a foreign
lot
term
of the
to you?
nightlife customer service is not all that impressive.
Oh! Hey. I'm sorry I keep pausing, but it's just so much to talk about here. I will never forget this time I was in Atlanta with my ex. We sitting down, we at damn, I can't remember the place. Oh man, I can't remember the place. Remember we sat down. First, all we did was order like 2 appetizers and 2 drinks. The tab came up to like $90, and I'm sitting there like, what? What? How? I think it was Blue Cantina. And then next thing you know, we sitting there waiting on our food. We waiting. 30 minutes probably went by. 40 minutes probably went by. And I'm like, yo, where the server at? She ain't even come check on us. I look around. She in the corner twerking, shaking ass. She in the corner throwing ass, smoking hookah with the other servers. What are we doing? And then I'm supposed to tip you? Matter of fact, in Atlanta, you don't even get a choice. You don't even get a choice. That should be like 15% tip is baked into, you're forced to pay that. You don't have a choice. Make that make sense. You're giving me shit service and I'm still forced to tip you? Maybe that's just Atlanta though.
Now, Ty, you did not have to go off on her like that, but it's big facts. You know, a lot of women, just to be completely honest with you all, they feel entitled to compensation just for being in your presence. And don't let her be semi-attractive. Now she's really entitled. And she can give you the bare minimum treatment. Like I said earlier, a lot of these women are not even interested in these guys. Yet it's like, where's the dollars at? And again, like Ty just said, how is it that you're out here calling somebody broke when clearly you're relying on his generosity to fund you and your lifestyle to help pay your bills? And for crying out loud, she just went down a whole list of these expenses that these men are cashing out on. You know, he spent a few racks on that. He cashed out on this. He dropped a bag on that. Well, clearly these men are not broke, ladies. They're just not trying to go broke on you.
Who?
And that is the real issue. That is why a lot of the women are big mad. It's like, damn, I can clearly see that these men are prosperous. Okay, I can see these men have a lot to offer. These men have a lot going on. So why aren't they sharing with me? Well, maybe because this is what they are experiencing. Real whack. Okay, it says point of view. Your section spent over $1,000 for a section, and your bottle girls and hosts gave nothing. Look at this.
I'm at the age, if there is a cover charge to get into your establishment,
Not
it just ain't
going.
for me.
That
It
part.
just ain't for me. You cutting into my liquor, and I'm gonna buy. I saw something on Facebook where somebody said, if you're out with me and you say I'm not paying $100 to get into this club, you're not going out with me no more. Listen, we're not going out because I'm not.
I would have said the same thing. Hey, bro. Hey, I am known to do that. Hey, look, y'all have a good time. Wish y'all the best. I'll catch y'all later. I remember when I went to this concert. I think it was a Rod Wave and Tuesday concert, and they was having like an after outing at this club. So me and my ex, we went to go pull up. We went, stopped back at the Airbnb, got cleaned up. We excited. I fuck with Tusi heavy. She was fucking with Rod Wave heavy. So we excited. Get there, line long as hell. I think this was in Tampa. Line long as hell. We in line for like an hour. And I hate standing in line. We in line for like an hour. Finally get to the door. They talking about $100 a head. And actually, because of the people there, I guess, because the artist was there, it wasn't even ladies free. $100 a head. We turned around so fast. Ain't no way I'm about to spend $200 and I ain't even walking inside yet.
Not paying no $100 to get into nowhere.
And that's how a lot of men feel. And can we highlight
At least she was
this?
understanding,
Y'all
though.
get the mics on for me. Let's highlight how a lot of the brothers out there don't give a damn. Gone are the days to where y'all can shame these men into cashing out on you, into going broke and splurging. It's like, oh, okay, well, I guess I won't be hanging with you then. Deuces. Because I'm not getting ready to spend all my money that I could be spending on a drink just because you want to be a part of some kind of aesthetically pleasing scenery. Please, I'll go to the crib. But let's continue. Before we continue, though, I would like for the guys in the chat to put a 2 if y'all are agreeing with what these men are saying so far. You know, are y'all feeling like it's not worth it? Are y'all feeling like, you know, you would rather take your money and just kind of cash out on yourself at home versus going to the club and spending all your damn check on pretty much nothing? All right, put a 2 if you agree with what's being said. Put a 1 if it's like, nah, it's giving broke. These men are a joke. It's nothing to a boss. I got it. All right, y'all let me know. But let's continue.
A club? To stand around and drink something? I can do that at the crib. Now, there are times where I'm like, hey, a smooth little 10, maybe a little 15, a little 20. Hey, you know, maybe I might come up off that. But 100? Nah, you got
100 is crazy.
There's no way I'm paying that. There's no way I'm gonna justify that to myself to pay $100 to get into anywhere. Ain't no way, baby. It's not for me. And I'm not criticizing nobody that will. That's your money, and this is mine. You can spend 100. I'm gonna go spend $100 on some food and liquor and take to the crib and have a ball.
Listen, man.
Spitting.
And a lot of guys feel just like how that guy felt. You know, it's like, please, I have better things that I could do with $100 versus just paying that on an entry fee. You got me effed up, just like how he said. But let's continue.
I've experienced parking being from anywhere from $15 to $30. Entry, maybe $40 to about $60. And again, I live in Atlanta.
He said,
and
what?
for one single
Atlanta.
shot,
I was about to
could
say.
easily go from
He
anywhere
gotta
from
live in Atlanta.
$15 to $25 depending on what you're drinking.
Atlanta,
So
they be
you're
taxed.
already close to spending $100 before the fun has even started. Then
Can I just say, He's spitting. He ain't lying. Atlanta ain't no joke. If you don't got money, stay your ass outside of Atlanta, at least away from the nightlife. I'll never forget the time I went to this spot. I forget where it was, what it was even called, with my ex and I think some of her friends. And they actually charged for her to get in too, but I think it was like 20 a head to get in. All right, so I paid that, and then it was like $60 for the hookah. You feel me? So now I'm at $100. We ain't even get no drinks yet, no nothing. Then I decide, you know what? I'm gonna get me a drink. I'm gonna get my shorty a drink, and I'm gonna get her friend a drink. That shit was another like $60. I spent $160. I ain't even been there 10 minutes.
If you're like me, I have plantar fasciitis. I can't stand up all night. I have to sit down. Of course, there's no seats at the bar. Why? Because they want you to buy a section. So you stop one of the waitresses and you say, excuse me, ma'am. I would love to sit down. You know, how much does it cost to sit on that IKEA couch that y'all have in the back? If you want to sit right there, you got to pay for a bottle, which is $250 per bottle at the minimum. $250 a bottle. How big are these goddamn bottles? How long am I going to be lit for? Am I going to be lit tomorrow too? Am I going to be able to go home with this bottle and get lit with my people at home is what I'm saying.
Exactly.
Oh, no, you can't leave with the bottle. You have to drink here. And the type of bottle you can get for $250 is something like a Crown Royal, Casamigos. But if you want something that's not going to give you a headache tomorrow, well, you're going to have to spend like $400. And it looks like you have up to, looks like 6 people with you. That's a 2-bottle minimum. So now you add a $500 minimum just to sit down.
Wait a minute, y'all. Wait a minute. Wait.
That's Atlanta.
Is this really what the nightlife is looking like today?
That's why I don't do that shit.
Seriously, I need to know.
Yes.
Because I don't go out, you know, it's every 10 blue moons. I may pop out with my cousins and I hate it. Okay, I don't like all the smoke. I don't like drunk people because I don't drink. So it's really pointless for me to go out. I don't drink. I don't smoke. People just be in your face. I don't like all of that. Especially as a married woman, I just be irritated. But y'all let me know, is it really tallying up to be this expensive to go out for a night out of town? A bottle is $200. Are y'all kidding me?
It ain't worth it.
And like the guy in the previous clip said, he said, look, this is my money. All right. And I'm going to do what I want to do with my money. You do what you want to do with your money. I'm not judging you, but me over here, nah, that's not something that's wise and intelligent for me to do. That's not something that's feasible for my pockets. Okay.
I've been looked at as broke or cheap. Maybe not broke, but cheap because I would opt out of this shit. Like, how does me being financially responsible make me broke? How would that make me cheap? It's called priorities.
But maybe, you know, we're just out of touch. Maybe we just broke. You know, maybe we just
yeah, maybe
a part of the dusty crowd to where it's like, oh, y'all ain't got $200 for a bottle. Y'all ain't got $400. Brokey. I'm brokey. Maybe we some brokies. I don't know. Y'all let me know though. Okay. Put let's say 3 in the chat if this is what you do when you go out. To where, yeah, it usually is going to run you this amount. And yeah, we pay that. Put a 4 in the chat if it's like, yeah, that's how much it costs. And that's why I stay my ass at home. Y'all let me know. I'm trying to see something. Okay. I'm trying to see something. But I don't feel like this is financially responsible. Also, I want to say, damn, I may be in the wrong business. Shoot. I need to open me up a club. You know what I mean? We ain't got valet, all right? I got a
valet be
high
taxed
schooler
too.
that I pay minimum wage to point you in the direction of, you know, empty parking spots, you know, but I'm gonna charge you $50 for that. Yeah. And hurry up, she gotta go to school in the morning. So let's not take too long on the 50. You know what I'm saying? But I can't believe this. You can't even sit down at the club. You cannot sit down at the club. Like, you really gotta buy a section. That's crazy. Anyway, like the video, share the video, and subscribe. I'm a whole woman, and I'm done with the damn nightlife off of this clip alone. And it's worse for the men because, let's be honest, the men are the ones who are expected to cash out. But let's continue.
And once
Right.
again, the fun hasn't even started. So I'm charged to park, I'm charged to get in, I'm charged for my shots, and I'm charged to sit down. All the while, you are 10xing the price of these bottles. I can easily get a Crown Royal bottle for $20 at the store.
You ain't lying.
Ain't lying.
Look, we can pack this right on up. Like Ty said, pack it right on up. We can go to 7-Eleven. Call it a night. All right?
For real.
That's exactly the living room. The living room. We already pay too damn much for mortgage and rent and lights and gas and shit. Yeah. The house. Club home. Absolutely. Club apartment. Club house.
Talk about language.
Yeah. Club kitchen. We ain't got time for this. I had no idea that this was what was happening outside. Things like this make me so grateful that I am a happily married, settled down woman. Because I just couldn't do this. And a lot of the ladies out there, they are trying to have some kind of male interaction when they do go out. You know, so they're getting all cute and dolled up and smelling good, feeling good, all to go to the club, and there's no men in sight because the price too damn high. All right, and it ain't even worth it. And I feel as though if a lot of the men were out there at least getting a good bang for their buck, they would be more open-minded about going out, splurging a little bit. But who wants to spend all of their money on bare minimum, on entitled females with nasty attitudes, musty, lace front lifting? Who wants that? Botch BBL, like it really ain't worth it. And then on top of that, she's not even going to give you any real bang for your buck. So, look, it looks like it's getting worse outside. And if you're trying to find your man, you might want to find him at the grocery store. You might have to find him at Home Depot. You might have to find him on the video gaming apps. I don't know, but the club ain't it. The club ain't it. They ain't got time for it. Y'all might just want to start becoming gamers, electricians, plumbers, truckers. What else do men do? Something. Y'all gonna have to become blue collar workers, ladies, if y'all want to find y'all a man, because they not going out no more. That's the wrap. Y'all done blew that. Men also caught on to the fact that y'all were just using them. Y'all just using them for a drink. Y'all don't even care about them. It's like, oh, why is he still talking to me? Did you buy my shot yet? They caught on, ladies. They done with that. Y'all gotta buy your own drink. Sorry, ain't no more T-Pains out here. But anyway, y'all like the video, share the video, and subscribe. Let me know y'all's thoughts, opinions, and feedback about this in the comment section down below. Let me know if you are somebody that is still a part of the nightlife or...
All right. Here's my thing. This is why I've never understood the nightlife in general. Have I dabbled? Yes. But even when I did, I never even went into it thinking I was going to find my partner. You feel me? Yeah, like, niggas go to the club to go find some, shit, entertainment for the night. But, I ain't never thought I was going to find my soulmate. I was going to find my wife in the club. I was going to find my wife at a bar. It just ain't me. You feel me? But, she was spitting. She was spitting for damn show. This shit don't make no fucking sense. It don't. And you heard what she said? She said she glad that she got a husband. She is a wife. She be home in the motherfucking house. I'm not saying she ain't got no life, but like, she not in that nightlife. Cause it's okay. I'll say that for another video. Hey, y'all like, share, subscribe. More videos coming soon. Stay tuned.